So in order to understand what I was doing during this flight, I kind of need to explain the fuel system. So in addition to the standard fuel system in the 210, which consists of the two main wing tanks, which total to 89 gallons usable, for each wing tank there's also a 1 gallon collector tank at the bottom, which via the fuel selector valve feeds directly to the engine. In order to expand our fuel capacity for this flight, we tapped into the right collector tank and fed our entire ferry fuel system directly into that. The ferry system consisted of a 137 gallon, a 40 gallon and a 14 gallon aluminum ferry tank. These were all daisy chained via check valves into the collector tank and pressurized with a hand air pump, which then through pressure differential fed straight to the engine or up into the right wing. I could choose either one.
Prop clear.
In order to reach the mainland, we needed 2,200 nautical miles of range, plus 30% contingency, which included all my legal reserves for the IFR flight plan that we were going to be on. Considering the 210 burnt around 13.5 to 14 gallons an hour at around 155 true, I needed about 250 gallons of fuel on board in order to make the trip safely. But because of the heavy nature of the takeoff and the rearward CG, I knew that for the first 2 or 3 hours the airplane was going to underperform significantly and we were not really going to pick up speed until much later. So I needed around an extra hour worth of fuel to make up for that initial, slow pace we were going to have. So realistically, I needed 264 gallons for the entire trip. Now we ended up having 280 on board, which made me super comfortable. The FAA granted us a special flight permit, which allowed us to be 130% over the maximum certificated takeoff weight of the airplane, which gave me an all-up weight of 4,940 pounds, which for a 210 is insanely heavy.
Altitude, on departure turn right, heading 120. Departure frequency 124.8, Fox Tree.
300 South 72 Tango Yankee, with November
180.
Roger that, 5,000 expected one.
It's November 210 uniform. Would like to pick up our IFR to Oakland. We have November and we're operating overweight. We're requesting 08. Right, so you can form.
Number 210 Echo uniform cleared to Oakland Airport via the Molokai for departure, plus transition, then as filed. Maintain 5,000, expect 1,000. On departure, turn right, heading 120. Departure frequency 124.8 and squawk 2705.
Copy that, November 210, you can inform clear to the Oakland Airport via the Molokai Fort departure. Not familiar with that transition. And then the flight plan route after that. Climb to 5,000, expect 1,000. Right turn after departure to 120, contact departure on 124.8 and squawking 2705.
Number 210 Echo uniform, the Molokai for departure, Clutch Charlie Lima uniform Tango Sierra transition. And cancel the Colquitt 240 crossing and restriction, and the rest of the altitude restrictions remain the same. Number 0 Echo uniform, read that correct information. Oscar is current wind 050 at 11, Honolulu altimeter is 2990.
Copy that, we have Oscar, sir. How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Chilling. Shit's about to get real. In about 10 minutes from now, we're going to be hauling it out of this runway.
Runway 8 right.
That's affirmative 8 right, and deleting all climb restrictions, etc., because we're operating overweight.
Reserve uniform Roger, runway 8 right, taxi via Charlie, Romeo Tango, Romeo Alpha. Hold short of the runway 4 right extended center line.
I need your lap belts, your over-the-shoulder one on.
Yeah,
you have it?
Yeah, it's already on.
Alright, so quick briefing of the takeoff. Make sure the engine's good. Sit on the brakes, full power. Check the temperature and pressure on the oil. Release brakes, controls forward. Trim is all the way forward. Watch for airspeed alive. At 70 knots, start feeling the airplane, whether it's going to fly or not.
Continue taxi runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Continue taxi 8 right, line up and wait, sir. Alright, so they're not going to give me much time here. So that's closed, your door's closed, you're secure. Make sure it's full reg, props full fine. Trim is set, engine cowlings are open. That's set. Alright dude, you ready?
I'm ready.
Alright, gentle right turn. And just fly the airplane. You can fly it, JB. That's all you've ever done. A little bit of a crosswind from the left, but mostly headwind component. This is it. I should have pooped.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Because this isn't even like, we can't even climb in the back and poop in here.
This is, there's no dignity.
Right, wind 0401, 20, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeover, 8 right, so we can from. Okay, here we go.
Do it.
Power set. She's heavy. Alright, temperatures are good, pressures are good. 40 knots. $60 knots.
Empire 670, will be climbing what you got down at the right track with departing.
70 knots. 80 knots. Because she wants to fly, so I'm going to let her fly. And I want to just keep her nice and low. Nice and low, come on. Nice and low. Okay, that's 90. Gear up. I want to keep her nice and low. Okay, she's clean. 105. That's some crazy shit. Heading 120, contact departure, circuit home. She's fucking struggling, but she's fine, that's good. Departure November 210, uniform 120 on the heading.
080.
That's insanely blue. That is probably some of the bluest water I've seen.
Yeah, that is lush.
And center November 210, uniform 070 on the heading, climbing through 4,900 for 7,000. How's my engine doing? Oh, really good. And we'll deal with that once we level off.
Yeah, it's actually quite comfortable having this in my lap for now.
Well, not for 14 hours.
No, maybe not.
Okay, I do not want to be going through clouds, so hopefully we can get above that. So the reason why I don't want to go through clouds right now is we're super heavy.
Yeah.
And the structural integrity of the airplane is at our mercy right now, so I want to minimize stress on it for at least another 4 hours. After 4 hours of fuel burning, we'll have more tolerance for turbulence. On the right tank, this is open. That's closed. Cool. We're cruising, almost. 800 feet to go, and then we'll level off for a bit. At this rate, we're gonna have negative fuel, let's see. Minus 13 gallons. Wow. But we're only doing 112 knots across the ground, so that's pretty impressive actually, if you think about it. I need to get this HF radio set up. 8915. Lock. Tune.
Perfect. It's so clean.
Yeah. At November 210 uniform, we have two-way contact with San Francisco radio. All right. Woo. That went a lot. Like, I did not expect to hear them that clearly. I think we're good for a little Subway sandwich as well.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. I hope mine's not too soggy.
At November 210 Echo uniform with a request.
210 Echo uniform HCS, climbing 11,000, sail 2 leaving.
Climbing 11,000, currently leaving 8,000. We got a request. Is it possible to get a block altitude between 7,000 and 11,000 for the rest of the journey, sir?
20 Echo uniform, roger. Maintain block 7,000 to 11,000.
Copy that, sir.
Are you feeling confident?
Yeah, I'm feeling alright right now because we're close to Hawaii. I think the anxiety will set in at night.
Where's the point of no return? Like, is there a spot that...
There is a spot. I haven't calculated it yet because I can't yet. Once we've leveled off, I'll calculate it. But that's crazy to look, man. That's a f***ing long distance.
How far is it? Like 2,000 miles?
We still have...
2,030
miles.
That's so good. This is so good.
It's exactly what I needed right now.
I'm so excited.
I'm not.
No?
There's a f***ing long flight ahead of us.
Yeah, maybe this excitement will dull down in like 10 hours.
Oh yeah.
November 210 Echo Uniform maintaining altitude of 10,000 feet. Seabin at 0230 Zulu. Seabit next at 0529. Roll call next on the hour. November 210 Echo Uniform. Over.
Dude, we're flying to f***ing California. That is insane. That is actually mental.
Do you get like waves of excitement?
Waves of anxiety, waves of excitement. Like, the worst thing is I have like cables running into my ears, which makes the noise cancelling keep freaking out, so I keep thinking there's something wrong, but it's all groovy, man. This one's halfway, it was supposed to be halfway, then I'm gonna open it up, make sure it's actually halfway, and then we should know we're fine with fuel.
I can't believe the fuel only cost us $1,000.
Yeah.
It's so mad.
And it's 280 gallons, which is 3 times as much as this airplane normally holds.
Yeah.
Like that in Abu Dhabi would have been $6,000. Look at the GPS's arch. Because the Earth is round.
Oh wow. What's that? Is that saying how big the
range is? So at the very top, it's 2,000 miles. So
wow.
I think that's the max it can do.
That's as far out as you can see. There's probably not many places on Earth.
But it's weird because it's actually 1,700 miles until we hit land.
Oh, weird.
And it's not showing up. So we've burned 47 gallons and we're still 120% overweight. It's insane. Alright, so we're exactly 4 hours into the flight. Everything's looking pretty damn good right now. I have fresh plugs in the airplane, so the EGTs are running a little higher than I'm used to, but they're so well within limits. It just means that my previous trend sheets for the EGTs are a bit off, but those aren't really the ones that matter. The cylinder head temperatures matter, fuel burn matters, all that kind of stuff, and we're grooving. We're absolutely grooving in that way. So a little bit of a problem. It's not a problem, it's just me being overly cautious, is when I'm running straight off the ferry tanks, I keep getting air bubbles. They're small and they're not really making the engine cough, but I don't like that. And I don't know why, so what I'm doing now is I keep running the right tank halfway down, then filling it up again, and then halfway down filling it up, and then while I'm filling it I'm running on the left tank just to sort of alleviate any hiccups. Working fine, we're getting all the fuel out. It's just a bit of a change in workflow. Has me a little nervous, like we are 1 hour from our turnaround point. If in 1 hour everything's not all sweet, then I'm going to turn around. But everything's looking good. We're building speed. I was actually surprised when we took off. The takeoff wasn't as intense as I was expecting. It was just a matter of, basically, instruments did not matter. It was purely feeling the airplane and making sure it's happy. It's probably climbing out a little too fast, but I wanted to keep airflow over the engine, so.
It was definitely one of those moments where I just, like, once we got in there, I was like, oh, like just a sense of relief once we got up, like.
Well,
because from what you'd said, it was like that's the critical thing, is kind of. Yeah.
The actual on the runway is critical, and then like the first 1,000 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the first 1,000 feet was deadly. If anything happened there, we'd be gone. We're in a pretty deadly situation right now too, because we can't see shit. So if the engine dies, ditching is going to be... Currently my estimated time en route is 11 hours. I know that's going to be shorter because there are forecasted winds up ahead. Amazing tailwinds. So yeah, in theory, it should be around 10 hours until we're there, which is kind of nice to think about. 1,500 nautical miles. I'd love to see that get below, well, I'd like to see it to get to 0, but yeah, less than 1,000 would be nice, just because I regularly do those flights, and if I can check all my fuel quantities at CVIT and my turnaround point, make sure that I have all the fuel that I'm supposed to have, then we're grooving, then I'm a happy chappy. So when we hit the 700 mile mark, and well, when we're 700 miles out and I have full tanks in both wing tanks, we're guaranteed to make it, so that'll be really nice to get that far. In theory, we should land full of fuel. In theory, the wing tanks should have full fuel, so we don't even need a refuel tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
There are a few factors that can still go wrong. One of them is my oil burn can be higher than I'm expecting. The engine has been perfect this far, but it can be higher. So I could, in 5 hours from now, 6 hours from now, I could see the oil pressure just drop and keep dropping until the engine seizes. That'd be really bad. The other thing is we just simply can't access the fuel that we have, which would be annoying, because it means we'd have about 4 hours to figure the problem out, and if we can't, then we ditch. What else? Headwinds. If suddenly for some of the reason the forecasts were completely wrong and we just have crazy headwinds, then that would be bad. Although we have so much fuel, I could handle at 25-30 knot headwinds straight on the nose, and we'll still make it. It would be shitty because it'd be a 17-hour day of flight, but we'll make it. And then, obviously just random engine failures, which would suck. And but that's about it. And right now we're so high that we're really running the engine really on a very low power setting. So the engine is not working super hard to have us up here.
November 210 uniform. We are north 2923, west 14254. Break. Expected port at 0753, maintaining flight level 100. Current time 0703, November 210, Echo.
We're 7.5 hours out from Oakland. Realistically, or hopefully, that'll be 6.5 if the winds that I predicted or forecasted for are going to kick in soon, hopefully. But worst comes to worst, we're 7.5, maybe 8 hours away. The problem is it's now, what's the local time?
It's
probably around
9 p.m. Hawaii, so I guess probably 10 p.m.
Well, it's 9 p.m. for me.
Okay.
So, yeah, my brain is 9 p.m. and I go to bed quite early, so I'm starting to get really tired right now. And I was hoping to just put the airplane on autopilot, have Louis check over everything every now and then. But about 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, the autopilot started oscillating and more. And it starts pulling serious G's up and down. So the heading mode was working fine, but the altitude mode is not working. And I tried to reseat the head of the autopilot like I did in Egypt when we had the malfunction leaving Austria. But it's not really helping. Airplane seems to keep an altitude and then start climbing a little bit, then correcting and overcorrecting, and it starts pulling serious G's, so I can't trust that. And November 210 Echo uniform, we are currently north 34. Alright, next call is Oakland itself.
Wow. How long till we hit the coast?
2 hours.
Wow.
2 hours and 20 minutes. If this wind keeps up. We've been doing 185 knots for a good while now. So it's pretty badass.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
Two and a half hours left. We've been in the air now for, I think, 11 hours. 10 hours and 47 minutes.
That's good going.
Yeah. pretty damn good going. Alright, how's that doing? That's looking good. Alright, I'll switch that off. Get some night vision going soon again.
Back to Narcos and with the final episode.
Nice. Screen at 1222, and next is Cine, and we're estimating Cine at 1245. Thanks, sir. Confirm.
Okay, we'll pass it on.
Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum. This is freaking insane.
Did you say it's less than an hour till we get to land?
It's an hour and 6 minutes until we land.
Until we land?
Yep.
But less than an hour before we hit the coast. So,
oh yeah.
So we're not going to see it?
No.
It's got pretty cloudy, yeah.
But, well, we still have 200 miles. So a lot can change in 200 miles. But he said in about 30 minutes I'll be able to chat to him, so. Man! That is fucking awesome. Yeah. Is it? I'll get the light on. Does that help?
Yeah, it's much better.
And center, November 210, Echo Uniform, how do you read?
November 210, Echo Uniform, Oakland Center. Get your 555 now, how many?
Read your 5, Zurich Inform. We are 2-3 miles from Cine, maintaining 100 on the flight level, Zurich Inform.
Centurion 0, Echo Uniform, Roger, clear direct Pirate.
Clear direct Pirate, thank you, Zurich Inform. I will happily go direct Pirate. My track to that is 052.
Centurion 0, Echo Uniform, fighting is 060, Vector Oakland.
060 for Vector Oakland, Zurich Inform. Yes, lady. She is cool.
Why is she helping you out?
Yeah, not really.
Altimeter 3005. ILS and visual approach, runway 30 and 28 right.
If we had clear skies, we'd see San Francisco, but you can see it's getting illuminated, this cloud.
Yeah. Yeah, what are we, like 30 miles away or something?
50, but, well, from Oakland itself, from San Francisco itself, about 30.
Nights will be cold, but the days look, well, I haven't checked the weather, but they, from Laura and Rachel.
I see lights. Oh, I see them.
I see them.
Oh! We flew around the fucking world.
I don't know if I can pick it up on the camera yet, but trust the skies, there are lights.
We flew around the world, dude. Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool.
Yeah.
No signal yet.
I need 2 A7Ss. I'm trying to capture the light. Oh, I've got a little bit on the R. Yeah.
Well, there's going to be a lot of it soon.
Just about make out. Is that the coast then?
That's San Francisco, the coast, yeah.
We are not far.
Not at all. Oh, that's such a good feeling. Oh my god. I mean, we're still 30 miles out of shore. We could still totally die here.
Oh, that would be just such a shame.
Nah, we'll be within gliding distance pretty soon. 7,000. How's this pressure doing? Yep, I can vent. It's gonna not smell for too long because there's hardly any air left. But I don't want to forget to vent because then we break really expensive tanks.
Yeah.
Number 1 Echo Uniform, speed 7 maintain 3,000.
Down at 3,000, Zurich info.
Number 210, uniform, turn left, heading 360.
Left 360, Zurich info.
FedEx 1468 Heavy, fly heading 280, descend to maintain 4,000.
280, 4,000, FedEx 1468.
0 Alpha uniform, turn left, heading 340.
Left 340, Zurich info.
I can't believe I didn't pee once on that flight.
Yeah, I can't believe it either.
That's weird. That doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
Number 0 Alpha uniform, contact Oakland Tower 118.3.
Over to 18.3, Zurich info. And Tower November 210, confirm on the left, downwind for 10 left.
Okay, 210 Echo uniform, Oakland Tower, wind 1107, runway 10 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 10 left, Zurich info.
Return 0 Echo uniform, traffic, heavy MD-11 on a 5.5 mile final call runway 12 to the south field. Keep your base inside to the rest of the traffic.
Copy that, we'll keep it tight, Zurich info. Alright, can you check everything's down?
Yep. Good.
Well, fuck! we flew around the world. Yeah, that'll have to do. Dude.
Bro, I'm actually in shock, I think. I'm just in a bit of, I'm like in disbelief. I'm like, what? We just did that?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's going to take us a second to sink in.
I think more than a second.
Yeah, maybe.
I think Kern Valley will help.
Yeah. I think with the big hoo-ha later on. Today, bro. Like,
Yeah.
in like 8 hours or something. 7 hours, I don't know, whenever we decide to roll up.
We'll just make them wait until tomorrow.
Yeah, we just need to sleep all day, guys.
Nah, I'd be happy with 4 hours. 4 or 5 hours. I could get a lot done on that.
Yeah.